This is Kingdom Death Monster demo. We've already started. Our survivors are trying to kill a white lion here, a level 1 white lion. So far, one of our survivors swung at the white lion with his Zambato and just sliced straight through the mane and didn't do any damage. So the other 3 survivors are about to go. All right, so you gentlemen with the spear here. So are you?
Anything you can get your hands on.
All right, so your weapon has a speed of 2, which means you roll 2 dice.
All right.
You can attack from here, 1 space away, or move into the blind spot for +1 accuracy.
I figured I'd leave the blind spot for his character.
All right. Cool, so that is 2 hits, because your accuracy is 6+. Okay. So we draw 2 hit locations, the Beast's Maw and the Beast's Heel. So when you draw locations of Kingdom Death Monster, it's good to check what reactions there are. So this card has no reactions, so if you roll to wound it and you miss or you hit, nothing happens. If you wound, you wound.
Right.
This card here has a failure reaction. That means that if you fail to wound in this location, this reaction will trigger. Okay. So usually you can choose which order you want to resolve these. Usually it's better to do the safe ones first.
Okay, so yeah, we'll do this one then.
Yeah, so just roll 1 die and let's see if you wound. All right, a 5. So in order to determine if you wound, take that die roll, add it to the strength of your weapon here, which is a 3. However, your character also has a Monster Tooth necklace, which gives you an additional +2 strength. So you have a total strength of 5, plus this 5 here is 10. This monster in particular has 10 toughness, so that's a wound. So when we wound the monster, we discard the hit location card, and then we remove an AI card from his stack and move it to the wound stack. Okay. This represents the monster getting dumber as the fight progresses and as you wound him, so he'll start repeating the same actions over and over as his stack starts to run out. When you can no longer remove a card after you've caused a wound, the monster is dead. So you wounded him in his heel, he took an injury, and now you can roll on the maw.
Okay.
All right, a 7. That's a wound again. So we remove another AI card, and that's the end of your act. Right. Who'd like to go next?
I guess I'll go next.
Yeah, I will try to strike a monster.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I look particularly tasty right now.
All right. So your weapon has a speed of 2, so 2 die. All right. Your accuracy is 6, and you're in the blind spot, so it's actually 5, so both of those hit. All right, so we draw 2 hit locations. You hit him in the temple and in the soft belly. So the soft belly, he's not going to do anything, but in the temple, if you fail, he's going to turn around and attack you.
Okay, so soft belly is the one I want to do first?
Yes.
So roll 1 of these again?
Yeah, just 1 die for each location. All right, a 1. Unfortunately, that's a failure, and so we just remove that, but nothing bad happens. All right, a 6. So your weapon strength is 3. So that's only a 9 total. So unfortunately, that's a failure. So he's going to turn around and attack you with his basic action. His basic action is listed right here on this card. It's monster attacks work very similar to survivor attacks. The first number is speed, so that's the number of dice. So 2 dice. The accuracy is 2+. Your survivor has +1 accuracy if you see at the bottom of his gear grid right here. Let me just camera real quick. He has +1 evasion. The reason he gets this is because of the affinities, which are these squares right here. So as you can see, it requires a red affinity and a blue affinity. So because you have both of those, you get that bonus +1 evasion. So this definitely misses. Unfortunately, this hits you. In order to determine where you hit, we roll a hit location die. So you've been hit in the body. This does 1 damage to your body. So you can either take it, or you can use your survival to dodge. Either is a valid strategy. However, your character has an ability because of the rawhide set that allows them to get survival back. So it might be good to spend it and try and get it back.
Yeah, so spend the survival.
So just roll to see if you lose it. Unfortunately, you do lose it. But you do block that attack, which is great.
And now I'm in the blind spot. So
Yes. All right, you have a...
3 speed?
Yes, correct.
Jeez.
Yeah, his weapon's really fast, but really weak.
I'm not going to get much damage.
All right.
Wow.
I don't believe that's not a single hit.
6+.
All right, so every survivor has gone, so now it is the monster's turn. When the monster goes, we draw an AI card and see what he does. So here's the priority list. So we go down the list, see which ones are met. The first one that's met, that's who he's going to attack. So closest knockdown survivor in range. No one's knocked down, so there we go. Closest survivor in range. So that could be either of you two. Now, in Kingdom of Death Monster, although there is no DM, there is a monster controller, which is a token that gets passed around. For the purposes of this demo, I will be the monster controller the whole time. And so the monster controller can make decisions about when there is a tie between two situations. So both of you are the closest survivor all three of you are the closest survivor in range. So I could choose, or I can roll randomly. It's up to me. So I'm going to say we're going to roll randomly. So 1, 2, 3, it's you. 4, 5, 6 is you. 7, 8, 9 is you. 10, we re-roll. Okay. It is you, good sir, with the Zambato. All right. So he's already facing you. That's great. This attack is a speed of 1. So we roll 1 die. A 2. You actually have a point of evasion because you're all greased up with monster grease. So that attack just slides right over you because it has an accuracy of 2+. Because of monster grease, it becomes a 3+, and so that's under it. So he misses, which is really great. You guys are having some great luck here. All right, you can attack again. Who wants to go first?
I think I should go. I'm in the blind spot right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I attack and then move, or do I need
Yes,
to move first?
you can do them in any order. You just can't interchange with other survivors. All right. Cool. That is 1 hit because you're in the blind spot.
Oh, right.
All right. So we draw a hit location card. You hit him in the beast's flank. So this is different from the failure locations we hit before. This one, if you wound, the effect goes off.
Okay.
So roll 1 die and see if you wound. All right, a 1. Unfortunately, that's not a wound, so nothing happens. All right, who wants to go next?
I will move out of the way, actually.
All right.
What? Where's your amount of movement?
Right here
Okay.
on your character stats, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. I guess I'll go.
Sure thing. All right, that is 1 hit. Let's draw a hit location card. You hit him in the beast's knee. So there's no bad reaction there, so just go ahead and roll. All right, a 2. Unfortunately, even combined with your 5 total strength, that's not enough to wound, so this gets discarded. All right.
Do you want to get back to the blind spot and attack him from there?
I'll go last. You can go.
I don't know if I can get there now.
So is there no penalty for moving around the monster?
There is no penalty for moving around the monster, and you can attack her from anywhere. You don't have to attack from the blind spot. It's just a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you move through friendly?
No, you cannot move through other
In that
survivors.
case, yeah, I'll go.
And I know no.
And then
Yeah.
I'll move
So I can hit with stuff.
5.
Great. Here's you got it.
I have
Cool.
1 dice.
You can't move. You're my meat shield.
A 9.
Ooh.
That is a hit. All right, you hit him in the tail. So if this is a reflex, which means no matter if you wound or if you don't, he is going to run forward
Oh, great.
and run you guys over. So unless you crit and cancel the reaction, it's going to happen. So
Crit.
roll a die.
You need
Crit. Crit.
Pick the good die. That
Oh.
was-
2. Unfortunately, that's a failure to wound, and he's going to run forward, and everyone he passes over is going to suffer grab. All right, so he's going to move forward 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's all the way over here, and he drags you guys with him. When he does this, you each take your knockdown, and you each take 1 hit. So you're going to take it to the foot. Oh, sorry, you're going to take it to the foot, and you are going to take it to the arms.
Can I use my survival to dodge that?
Unfortunately, you cannot. This is automatic. So,
So I took damage to my hand.
yes, it's only 1 point of damage, though.
Okay, so how do I just
All right.
change that to a 1?
Well, so you already lost all your armor. Normally, you would subtract it from your armor
Okay,
first.
So I get a wound.
No, you then would move into the light injuries. This light injury is filled in, so you move to the heavy injury.
Okay.
So just fill in your heavy injury box. When you have suffered a heavy injury, you get knocked down, but both of you guys are already knocked down, so it's not that big of a deal. However, next time you get hit in that location, it goes, you have no more boxes to fill, so we're going to be rolling on the severe injury table, and that is really bad.
Okay.
So, all right. Everyone who's standing has, oh no, you have not gone yet. Or no, you have,
No,
sorry.
He's the only one who had a move
Okay,
left, or
so
action left.
you have survival left, correct?
I have, sorry?
Do you have any survival left? No, you used it
No, I
to
used
dodge.
it.
All right, if either of you had survival left, you could encourage the guys who had been knocked out. Whoever actually, you have survival. I'm sorry, my bad. So you could encourage the guy who's knocked down to get up, who still has an act, who still can do his act. So if you wanted to, you could spend 1 survival and get him up.
What else can I do with my survival? Is there any like offensive actions I can do with survival?
Yes. You unlock different survival actions. There are 4 total. You unlock them by innovating in the settlement phase. So this is the part where the settlement phase affects the showdown phase. So if you look right here, we're showing off the language innovation and the paint innovation. So language innovation is the first innovation you get, and it gives you the ability to encourage. So what I was talking about just then. The paint innovation, which your society, your settlement also has, gives you the ability to dash, which is gain additional movement. Unfortunately, your settlement doesn't have surge, which is the ability to use another activation and attack again. So with a more advanced settlement, you would be able to do that.
Okay. And we were gaining survival at the end of the combat, or
when you went back to the settlement, a few different innovations and some pieces of gear would give you some survival back.
I'm going to save my survival. I
Yes.
gave him a chance. And
All right.
He didn't take it.
Oh, okay. Very cruel teammate. It's a big part of Kingdom Death is deciding you're gonna look after number 1 or are you gonna help out your friends. So, all right. So no one else is left that can do anything. So the Lion's gonna go. He's gonna size up random threat and field of view. So you guys are knocked down. You're not threats. So one of you 2 guys evens odds. Odds. Okay, he's going after you, Zambato Man.
Bring it.
All right. So the monster stares down its prey. Turn to face the target and roll 1d10. So he turns to face you, roll a d10, 6. On a result of 4+, the target suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down.
Wow.
All right, so brain damage is very similar to normal damage. You record it by first removing insanity, which is kind of the armor for your brain. Everything in this world is so psychologically damaging and so insane, like crazy, that if you are insane, it kind of seems normal, and so it's your protection against the psychological damage. So you have 0 insanity, you're completely sane. So unfortunately, a brain damage, you don't get to block that brain damage, so you just fill in that light injury right there on your brain.
There we go.
All right, so that was the end of the monster's attack, just kind of intimidating you, roaring at you. So now it is your turn, survivor's turn again. Because you've not got knocked down during the survivor's turn rather than the monster's turn, you get back up. However, you are knocked down during the monster's turn just now with the Intimidate attack, so you are still knocked down.
Okay.
All right,
Well, let me go first so I can
Yeah.
get out of his way so he can get in the blind spot.
sure thing.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, so then I'm going to move there.
all right, great. Ray's seeing some teamwork forming. All right, here are your 2 dice if you want to attack. You can move into the blind spot or you can stay where you are, up to you. Very good choice. All right, that is 2 hits.
Well played.
All right, you hit him in the chest and in the ear. So if you hit him in the, either of these, he's going to move away. This one he's just going to move farther, which actually might be good for you because he'll end up next to the whip guy.
So yeah, let's do that one first.
Yeah. So you need 7s. 4. Unfortunately, that's a failure. So he's going to move out range, so the other card gets discarded, and he's going to move forward 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's right there, which is kind of great for you guys because now the whip guy is right in range.
And I will attack.
All right, here are your 3 dice. All right, so you're in the blind spot, so all of those hit. So that's 3 hit locations. So you hit him in the strange hand, his femur, and in his paw. So the femur is the safe reaction, the safe location, and the other 2 you can read and decide which one you want to do first.
So I'll start with the safe one.
Yeah. 8. I believe that is a wound. So we remove an AI card, put it in the wound stack, and you can continue. So
I'll
this,
start with strange hand.
yeah, it's the right move there.
Yeah. It's just a basic action. The other one's basic action plus 2 damage. Not a good deal.
No.
Alright, so
8. That's another wound. But unfortunately, it means you're going after now that last wound there, which is gonna.
it's gonna
If you fail that, kind of almost would have been better to fail that, so you would avoid the higher damage.
You got this. You got this.
8. Yes, rolling like a beast. So, another wound is removed. Your location card is discarded. That's the end of your act. All right. So everyone is attacked besides Zambato guy who's knocked down. Does anyone have survival left? You do. You could get him up, so he can get that last attack. So you get rid of your survival right there, and you are up. So you can have your full turn, moving and attacking.
All right, let's do it. Let's see if I can finish this guy off. Yeah, I'm gonna move backside.
Yeah.
Like this. And let's see, 5+.
7. That's a hit. Hit the monster in the scapular deltoid. So if you fail, he's going to run forward. 7. That is a wound. That's great because your weapon does 2 damage. So we're going to reshuffle the AI discard. A lot of people get confused that the AI discard is out of the game. It actually just keeps getting reshuffled. That way the monster doesn't lose health just for doing its thing. All right, so we're going to remove 2. So he has 1 left, guys. So if you can do 2 more wounds, he is down. However, if this is a really nasty card, you're going to see that again and again and again. So
doesn't he still move?
no, he only would move if he had failed.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, some are reflexes, which happen no matter what, and some happen only if you wound, and in this case, it only happens if he fails. So he's completely fine. Everyone is gone, so the monster's going to go here. Power SWAT. Closest threat facing in range. So he's not facing anyone, so no one. Closest threat in field of view. So you guys are in the blind spot, so you're not in field of view, but you guys are. And unfortunately, because you're right here, he's going to go, let's see, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so he's coming for the guy with the girl with the bone axe, and he's going to move straight through you guys. 1, 2, yes. Yeah, he's moving up here. Both of you guys are knocked down. All right, and he's coming after the girl with the bone axe. This attack has a speed of 1. He hits. It does 2 damage to your foot.
Okay.
You have no survival left.
Nope.
You've already taken a heavy injury to your foot. So both those damage are going over, which means you're rolling on the severe injury table, my friend.
All right.
So I have the table right here. Roll 1d10. Let's see what happens. All right, a 3. Bleeding. Gain 2 bleeding tokens. So you're bleeding out even more. That puts you over 5. So unfortunately, you bleed out and die.
Okay.
So here's your survivor. All right, guys.
So how do we
So
know
close.
that he's bleeding to death?
Well, he has 4 bleeding tokens right here. Yes, every severe injury gives you a bleeding token except for the 10 result. So that result actually has an additional bleeding token. So it's there. Yeah, for the purposes of this demo, it kills people off really fast. You guys have been actually super lucky. Kingdom Death is a really hard game. It's not meant to be a cakewalk, but you guys have been just beating up this monster. Yeah. All right. So that's the end of the monster's turn. Both you guys are still knocked down because you got knocked down in the monster's turn. So you were the only one up, and you've spent your survival already, so you can't encourage either of them. So it's up to you, my friend.
Great. This doesn't sound like a good idea.
You can move if you want.
Get into that blind spot.
Yeah, that blind spot.
Yep.
You got this.
We're counting on you.
Oh, nice. So you got a perfect hit. I'm just going to point this out. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything for you, but if you get perfect hits, you are able to remove a mood, which is a permanent card that's in play sometimes, and you also get Mighty Strike, which is your fighting art over there on the card next to your gear grid. Fighting arts are things that you can gain throughout the campaign. They're like cool skills your survivors know. In that case, if you get a perfect hit, you get +2 strength. So it's really nice. It really pumps up your whip. All right, so that's 2 hits for you. Unfortunately, we drew the trap card. The trap card. There's 1 trap card per monster hit location deck. It's what reshuffles the deck. It represents the monster's ability to outsmart you. You are doomed, which means no one can spend survival. So you couldn't dodge this. You couldn't run away. And he performs his basic action targeting you. So
Well,
and
I get a chance to cancel that out.
yes. You are a spear specialist, so you have a
Right?
chance.
Try to get it.
You have a chance of canceling this out. So why don't you roll and see if you cancel it? 3,
Nah, it's gotta
unfortunately,
be 7 or higher.
no. And what sucks about the trap is it cancels out the rest of your attacks.
Sure.
So he's going to turn around and basic action you. So that's a speed 2 attack. 1 miss. That's really lucky. So he's going to hit you once in the waist.
It just goes to heavy and I fall down.
Yes, you just go to heavy and fall down, so it's not too bad. Everyone's knocked down here, which is going to do something cool, hopefully, his next turn. All right, so that is the monster's turn. If one of you gentlemen wouldn't mind shuffling this while I start doing the monster's action. Thank you, I appreciate it. So now we're going to do Power SWAT again. This is the only card left. Closest threat facing in range. None of you are threats. Closest threat in field of view. None of you are threats. So if there's no threat for this particular monster, he sniffs. What that means is next turn, no matter what, you guys are threats. So you can't hide. You can't hide yourself or get knocked down. So you guys, the monster basically skips his turn. It's everyone else's turn again, and you all get back up. All right, who wants to go for it? He's 2 wounds.
I guess because I'm the only guy who can get to the blind spot, I'll do that. Yeah.
All right, come on, you got this. All right, 2 hits. The straining neck and the beast back. So straining neck is safe, so why don't you go for that first?
Okay. And that's just 1.
2. Fortunately, that's a miss, but nothing bad happens.
Oh, please don't fail.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
that's a 7. I believe that is, yes, you have a strength of 5 because of your monster tooth necklace, so that is a wound. So that gets discarded. We remove his power SWAT. When he has no more AI cards left, you still have to do 1 more wound, and he's going to perform his basic action every time from now on.
Okay.
All right, so the 2 of you guys, come on.
I'll
Oh,
go.
sorry, yes, 2 of you guys.
I'll move straight up, right in front of him, and let's see if I can get a hit.
All right, miss.
Skiff it.
Come on, Whip. You've been carrying us, man.
All right, here's 3 dice. Come on. Okay, 1 hit. This could be the crucial hit right here. You hit him in the brow. 4. That is a 4. This is not a wound. So this gets discarded, but no reaction happens. That's good. Unfortunately, all of you guys are gone, so it's the monster's turn again. He's going to basic. He's going to target closest survivor in field of view. So that's either of you 2 guys. So I'm going to do odds for Zambato, evens for Whip.
Odds.
Zambato, he really likes hitting you,
Oh man.
doesn't he? All right, so this is
I like
speed
this
2 attack. One of those misses because of your monster grease. So he just like slides all of, trying to claw you, and it just slides off. But one of those does hit, and he is hitting you in the.
Oh, yeah, I still have 1 survival.
That's true. So you get hit in the head. So you can spend your survival to dodge that if you want.
Yes, let's. So I need to roll.
No, you don't need to roll anything. When you spend survival to dodge, it's automatic. He was only rolling because he has armor that potentially gives it back to him.
Got it. I will spend on survival.
Awesome. So he doesn't do any damage to you. It's the end of the monster's turn. You guys are free to attack.
All right. I'm going in.
Go for
I
it.
want the kill.
All right. That's 1 hit. You hit him in the glorious mane. Oh, it's impervious, but maybe we get something cool for your settlement. So impervious locations can't actually be wounded, but if you crit them, cool stuff happens. In this case, you'll get a bit of shimmering mane. So that's a 2. That's not a crit. So that gets discarded, but nothing bad happens. Who wants to go next?
Here,
Let
yeah,
me,
move your
let me
mouse.
move. So it's
Nice.
not good.
Yeah, I like this teamwork happening here.
I'll move over here. Come on. Let's get him in the butt.
Yes.
Hit.
It's 1 hit in his ear.
Don't fail.
So I got.
Poke his brain out. And his ear.
That is a crit. Nice. He is dead, but let's read what it says. The force of the blow damages the white lion's ear, and it is now partially deaf. The white lion gains a -1 accuracy token. So if this has happened in the middle of the fight, it would have been really good because he would have been missing more frequently. But yeah, the AI cards are gone, so you cause a wound. Actually, you cause 2 wounds because of your devastating weapon. So
I got both of them.
yeah, so you got both of his ears. He is dead. You guys would get some resources to bring back to the settlement. So here are some White Lion specific resources. And you would also get some generic resources, and these, of course, would be randomly drawn from a larger deck. So you get these resources. You could then bring them back to your settlement and use to craft them at the Caterium or the Organ Grinder or numerous other locations. I really hope you guys enjoyed that demo. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.
Awesome.